Hello there and welcome to the Bit of Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. It's a match review from myself today. Happy Boxing Day. Merry Christmas to everybody. So Merry Christmas for Preston North End fans. Indeed, this afternoon Leeds United have been beaten 2-1 at Deepdale on Boxing Day. Beaten on Boxing Day. And we're going to get into it in this video. I think we're unchanged. I must admit, I only saw the second half of this game, but I'm going to give a review anyway because I think it was all action in the second half, wasn't it? Really, first half, from what I understand, was very sloppy and a little bit poor. Obviously, Leeds struggled to break down a Preston side who are pretty well drilled and very hard to break down. We've seen it many times this season. Leeds United find it hard when the teams don't come at them and it doesn't leave the space behind and they struggle to break teams down. This is what happened today and eventually saw Leeds United lose the game 2-1 late on in the game. So we won't say anything about the first half because you can fill in the gaps if you like. Give me your comments down below on how you felt the first half, how you felt the game in general went. But it comes to the second half. We have a little bit of an opening, your Perot early on in the second half, a little bit of a half chance. Dan James gets down the right hand side, puts the ball in, cuts it back. Pirot, good challenge from the lad coming back in and defensive play. And then the sort of drama starts to happen. From nothing, we're about nine minutes into the second half. Speculative ball comes across. Meslier catches it easily, comfortable enough, and then there's a little bit of pushing going on. Um, yeah, pushing and shoving between. I don't know what the lad's called. SHIT houses a lot of the Preston players for me. Not not especially good footballers, and I'm sorry, but that's not me being a little bit bitter. Maybe it is, I don't know. But for me, this team, not good at all. And Ryan Lowe, the manager, will take the plaudits. He's beaten Leeds, he's beaten Daniel Farke at Leeds. But it wasn't given any sort of game plan for me, this win. It was just purely down to the fact that we were down to 10 men and stupidity from Ilan Meslier. Um, Although fair play, I think the lad will be down for an Oscar, won't he, soon? So fair enough for that. Again, can't recall his name, but the Montenegrin striker, good acting lad. Fair play, get an Oscar whenever it happens because yeah, it's a red card all day long. Mellier's lost his head, and in the end, Meslier, I knew as soon as he'd done that, he's lost us the game. He's cost us the points today. Completely cost us the points. It's pretty much all on him. If he stays on the pitch, I think we probably eventually maybe, well, it's all ifs and buts, isn't it? I think we find a way through that Preston North End side because they weren't good, and I think the referee didn't have a very good game. But what's new in this division as well? Meslier shoves that lad in the face. He rolls over. I think he's still rolling on the floor. Hamming, getting the crowd going and clapping the crowd. And it's the best thing he's probably ever done as a football player, that lad, to be fair. Um, yeah, and rolling around on the floor, really poor. But really poor from Meslier. Lost his head. He's lost his head. And like I said, he's cost us the match there. A 3-game ban. Carl Darlow comes in this game, obviously, straight off the bench. Yol Perot whipped off, sacrifice for him. And I imagine Ilan Meslier will have to buy all his teammates uh, I don't know, a Christmas gift, a New Year's gift, or yeah, he'll be he'll be getting a fine, I think, really, for that. That was really, really poor. Lost his head, no need to do it. You've got the ball. This is the thing that I don't understand. You've got the ball in your arms. The lad's calling you this, that, and the other, whatever. Call him whatever, you know, shove him off, get on with the go, roll the ball out, and the thing's done. He's lost his head. He's seen red in both ways, is it, in his mind, and the car. The referee, you knew what he was going to do, and it was a red card. He's pushed him in the face, but like I said, the lads made an absolute meal of it, and that's what these football players do these days. Mellier's off after 54 minutes. A couple of minutes later, see, this is the problem. If we could have just weathered the storm, settled ourselves down with 10 men, and gone again, maybe we would have got something out of that game. But a couple of minutes later, it's Alan Brown who gets up, Liam Miller, who they were absolutely eulogising over at half time. He whips the ball in. Obviously, he got man of the match and fair play, a goal and an assist. But he whips the ball over. Alan Brown heads in. It's a nice header really. But again, he's another SHIT house. Should have been off for me in the late stages of the game. Gets a yellow card. Should have been off with a second yellow late on as well. Um, but Preston, they didn't press home the advantage properly. For me, really poor. Nothing really happened in that second half after we got Meslier sent off. Just like a nothing game. Preston, like I said, didn't hammer home their man advantage. We looked relatively comfortable overall, and then maybe looking the stronger of the two sides. Even I mean, we made a triple change. I thought Matteo Joseph put himself about well and had some nice little flicks and put himself about with those defenders. Looked pretty good, I thought, and has done in the previous games when he's come on. And just disappointing, wasn't it? Just really, really disappointing to lose it in that fashion because we get ourselves back in the game. It's a little bit of a soft penalty, but it's a penalty. It's a poor challenge. Again, these players, poor, really poor challengers, loose challenge. Dan James goes down, but again, it was good. It was good build-up play from Matteo Joseph, and he goes down. It's a penalty. I was didn't think Stroud could put it in. It was a fantastic penalty in front of the Leeds United travelling fans, a lot of them there as well. Lovely straight in the corner past Woodman for 1-1 on 83 minutes. And but for me, you still felt there was a goal in there, and maybe it was us that would get it. We were kind of pushing for it, but unfortunately for us, and delight for Preston as Liam Miller, the Canadian lad, ex Liverpool, on loan from Bâle. He curls in the winning goal and in the 89th minute. And my issue with this goal is, yeah, it's a nice clean hit, curled finish into the corner, top corner. You're going to say, wow, what a goal that is. But really, from a defensive point of view, it's not good at all. Far too easily down the right hand side, Archie Gray was beaten. I think Archie, you can't say too much about, but for me, a more experienced man cleans out the player or, makes sure he doesn't get beaten. And you see it quite a lot. He's not a right back, Archie Gray. And at some stage, maybe that experiment needs to be forgotten about because he's not good enough there. If we'd be absolutely honest, he's good going forward, but I think defensively, you see him get turned over far too many times. He did again today. He got turned over. Slow to react to that. To Liam Miller got past him defensively from there. Let him get into the area. It's not good enough. He lets the shot go, it's a good finish, yes, but it could have been definitely avoided from our point of view. It's the 89th minute, and I don't know how much injury time the player they didn't seem to know on the telly either, did they? But we lose a game, and this is why Leeds United, and it's all on the goalkeeper today. It is. If he don't see red in a moment of madness, silliness, we get something out of this game. We nearly did anyway, and you've got to say in the circumstances, you come away with a point. You wouldn't be happy, but you'd be content with it. Probably you'd say, hey, fair enough. We're down to 10 men. We got a point. Let's move on to the next game. But to lose a game, once you've got yourselves back in it, it's unforgivable, really. For me, you've just got to see it out. Point isn't what you wanted, but a point is what you've got. Just manage it better and see the game out. They didn't do it. They let Preston off the hook and let them get the win. But like I said, the goalkeeper in the end is for me who's really at fault here. He's got a lot of thinking to do. Carl Darlow will play obviously the games going into the new year, and we'll see what happens from there. But will he get back into the team now? Ilan Meslier been playing all right recently, but that for me, like I said, unforgivable and unforgivable to lose the game from the position once you've got yourself back in it with sort of 6, 7 minutes to go. You've got to see it out, get something from the game, but they didn't do it. Like I said, Archie Gray for me needs to do better on their goal, on that winning goal. Ultimately, we looked. They didn't offer anything. This is the thing. They didn't offer anything, and this is why we're not going to get promoted. I feel like it's games like these, like the Sunderland away, Preston away, lost both of these. Stoke away, losing that one. It's these sort of games that are we're gonna regret at the end of the season. That's gonna probably see us not get promoted. But at home, yeah, fine, we're good, we're fine. But it's the away games that Leeds and I just really really struggling, and there's a real struggle there for some reason today because they're not a good side and they're not in a good run of form at all really, and they've gone there. Yes, they've been helped with our red card, but they've gone there on there and done a job on us really, and we need to find a way around teams coming and just sitting back and that sort of thing. And fair play to Liam Miller in a way really as well. He was the best player for them by a country mile. The rest of them looked really really poor. But yeah, he was the match winner today, and the difference between the two sides. But thank you very much for watching. Give me your thoughts on the game in the comments there below. Thanks a lot. Marching on together. Like and subscribe to the channel if you're new and you enjoy it. Preston fans are welcome as well. Anybody's welcome on the channel. Thanks a lot for watching. Disappointed today. Never easy to lose, is it? Thanks a lot. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.